So this last lesson is operations with polynomials. This is the advanced distributive property. Why do we call it advanced? You'll see when we get there. So after this lesson, you're going to be able to work, let me get a pen, work with problems that have more than one distributive property. Okay, you'll see what I mean on the next page. So when we go to the next page, suddenly I'm saying, hey, you've got to combine like terms and distribute. So this again should feel kind of like a mix of review and new. So you are going to distribute. Don't forget to share. 9 times m is 9m. 9 times 8 is 72. Last year in my algebra class, we had a big thing going with colored pencils and colored pens. I would highly recommend that. It's really just fun. I'm going to switch to a new color, and I didn't start it, kids did. 11 times 3m, so I get 33m. 11 times 4 gives me 44. Okay, I'm going to slide over to the right. The thing you'll notice here is, oh, I did that too soon. I think there's like terms. I left too soon. My goodness. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the black ink. 9m, its like term is 33. So I have 42m. And now I've got 72 plus 44, and I get plus 116. That is my answer in final, simplest terms. Let's go ahead and go down the page instead of across. So now, of course, you want to try this on your own, but I'm going through it. -9 times 1 is -9. Be cautious here. Now the next one, I'll switch ink. You're really doing -9. Remember, a minus sign is the same thing as plus a negative. You're really doing -9 times -10. So this is really plus 90n. Be careful with your signs. Here, this is like plus a negative. I don't expect you actually have to write it, but you can. -2 times 3n. So that would be, I'm going to write that as a minus sign. You may choose to write plus negative. I'm going to write minus 6n. And -2 times 9 is -18 or plus a -18. So in my class last year, we worked a lot on getting rid of that plus a negative need, but you may start the year needing that. So you end up with 90n minus 6n. So you end up with 84n. And then here for the second one, I'll switch to, I don't know, yellow ink. -9 and -18. You've got two negatives, so you end up with -27 or minus 27. Notice I always put the variable first and the constant last. That's a constant, it never changes. Let's slide over to the other two. These two, whether at home or in school, you should try them on your own. We'll pause the video if you're home. We'll pause the video if you're in school. And you would say, okay, now once I've paused it and come back, 7 times -12 gives me -84. Good chance to practice our vocabulary, like basic math facts that I know you have. -84x minus 21 plus 60x plus 70. Like terms, -84x plus 60x. You have a -84, positive 60. So 84 minus 60 gives you 24. Keep the sign of the bigger number, which would be negative. So it's -24x. Good chance to review positives and negatives. -21, positive 70. So 70 minus 21, either on paper or in your head. So you end up with 949. Keep the sign of the bigger number. The bigger number is positive, so it's plus 49. If you need review with integers, please come see me during those check-in times. So now we have this one. Share things. 88r, 33, minus, so negative times a negative is a positive. Negative times a positive is a negative, so minus 12r. I think this is fun. You've got 88R minus 12R, so 88, 78, 77, 76R. You have a positive 33 and a positive 18, and you end up with 51, so plus 51. Remember, this is our constant. This is our coefficient on the variable. Okay, and let's see what else we have. So now we're solving equations with variables on both sides. This is also review, but it's been a while. So this is an equal sign. And with that equal sign, we are solving. So now I have a distributive property. 3 times x gives me 3x minus 12 equals negative 8 plus 2x. Okay, put my line down the middle, and I am going to get my variables on one side. So I'll have subtracting 2x from both sides, which will give me negative 12 equals, 1x. 3x minus 2x is 1x. I'm like, where did it go? 1x minus 12 equals negative 8. So now we would add 12 to both sides, and I'll have 1x equals negative 8 plus 12 is 4. So solving equations needing the distributive property. Again, this is an equal sign. You can put your line down the middle. You want to cruise through your distributive property, so this should be old hat. You might show your arrows for this. You might have it stuck in your brain without them. Be careful of the sign. 5 and 1, you've got your negative sign. I always move my numbers with fewer. So think about if you were moving people, would you move 15 people or 5 people? I would move 5, so I would subtract 5p from both sides. Just a little easier and quieter to move 5 people than 15. So you have 15 minus 5 gives you 10p minus 9 equals negative 5. Now you need to get your p's by themselves, so you're going to add 9 to both sides. 10p equals 4. Now I need to divide both sides by 10, and p equals 4/10. Some kids are going to immediately go and write that as 0.4. Some kids are going to immediately reduce to 2/5. Either is acceptable, and the problem will tell you if they have a preference. And that is it. That's our last bit for advanced distributive property. Thanks.